Today I'm making Jamaican sweet potato pudding. So I have sweet potato grated, and then I have all-purpose flour, cornmeal, coconut milk or juice. I have different spices: vanilla, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice. I have sugar, molasses, and I will tell you as I go along how much of each ingredient I'm going to be using to make my sweet potato pudding. Okay, so continue to watch this video. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. So I'm gonna make my Jamaican sweet potato. So this is what sweet potato looks like. This is our Jamaican sweet potato, and I'm using a large one, which is about a pound, and I peeled it, and now I'm going to grate it. If you don't want to grate it, you can blend it in. If you have a powerful blender, cut it in small pieces and then blend it or grate it. And so this is my old-fashioned grater, and I'm gonna show you the final product after I grate the potatoes. Another thing you can add to your sweet potato pudding is yellow yam. So I'm just using a small piece of yellow yam to add to it, and it just makes it have a different texture. So if you have it, you can add it. If you don't, it's not a big deal, but it's just another way of making another ingredient that you can add. So it's yellow yam. All right, so here I have my yellow yam peeled, and I'm just going to cut it in smaller pieces and grate it with my manual. So this is how you use old-fashioned grater. So in a large bowl, I have 2 cups of cornmeal and 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I'm going to use a whisk to combine. Okay, so at this point, I've measured all my spices. So I have a teaspoon of cinnamon, grounded cinnamon, half a teaspoon of allspice, and then half a teaspoon of nutmeg. All these are grounded already, and they're dry ingredients, so I'm just gonna add them to my cornmeal, flour, dry ingredients, and then mix them well. So use a whisk. Ingredients. So for my wet ingredients, I'm gonna do 2 coconut. I'm gonna add sugar and molasses with vanilla. I have here a tablespoon of molasses. I will give it the dark brown color. You can do 2 tablespoons if you so desire. It's optional. It's okay. See how it changes the color of the coconut milk. And I'm gonna add half of a tablespoon of vanilla. And 2 cups of brown sugar. I'm gonna add the brown sugar to this coconut milk, the wet ingredient. I'm adding 2 cups of my brown sugar, and then we'll just stir away. At this point, I'm going to reserve 1 cup of my liquid. And set that aside for later on. And we're just going to incorporate our dry ingredients with our sweet potatoes. Now I will add my flour to my sweet potato. So I'll do it gradually. So I've added some of my liquid, and I'm folding in some of the flour, combining flour with sweet potato. Okay. So while I'm doing this, I preheated my oven to 350 degrees. I'm going to grease a 9 by 11 parrot dish. You can line it with parchment paper, okay? Alright, so we'll get to that step in a minute. So now that we got all our flour mixed into our sweet potato, I'm going to add the rest of my liquid. So this is the last of my juice. I'm just gonna get all of that. We're going to grease our 9 by 11 Pirates dish, baking tray, Dutch pot, whatever you use to make your sweet potato pudding. See? Alright, so this is the perfect size for this amount of mixture. Optional step, put raisins on top, and then I'm gonna cover it with foil. So now I'm gonna put it in the oven, 350 degrees. Cook this for at least 1 hour. Make sure that the potato is cooked. That's fine for now. Alright, so this is the 1 hour mark. Next thing is simply the raisins. The reserved coconut juice. It's gonna go over top. I'm gonna put this back in the oven. For another 15 minutes. Critique it. So the raisins, I should have mixed them into the batter, but it's all about the taste. So let's taste it. Ay, ay, ay. So this is it. So it's nice and thick, and it's not too soft, and it has that nice glisten. Oh yeah. Now to do the tasting test. Ooh. Still nice and warm. Yes. Pass the test, not too sweet. Texture is good. Alright. So you guys should try this recipe. I'm gonna post it in the description below. It's also on my channel. So thank you for watching.